Hey, it's Drew Bennett from BenSpark.com, and it is Monday. I got home from work, took a quick nap, and then I went off and I saw the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows movie, and I have to say I liked it. I did not like the previous one. It was not something that I enjoyed very much, but this one really started to grow on me with all of the commercials, all of the trailers, the tie-ins, the actors who are part of it, or well, specifically Stephen Amell, characters who are part of it. Bebop and Rocksteady, they had never been in any other Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie before, and so seeing them in the movie was really cool because those are two iconic characters who, you know, if you grew up in the '80s and you watched the Turtles back then, they were always in like every episode, and the Krang was in every episode, and you know things like that. Not every episode, but they were in it a lot. And so those are characters that are very iconic and important to the story. Don't worry about the story and the plot and all that because it is like a cartoon. It's like a comic book. There are so many plot holes to it. There are so many like preposterous things, but you gotta just let that go. The things that were wrong with the first movie, you know, the turtles not having that many action sequences, that's taken care of in this movie. A lot of action sequences. Characters were fun. There was very little Megan Fox time, which was fine because she does not do it as far as acting. She was never my April O'Neil, and she won't be my April O'Neil. And so that's fine. Stephen Amell does a great, good job as Casey Jones. He does a good job with it. I always liked Elias Koteas from the first Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie way back when. I thought he was a great Casey Jones, and anyway, but Stephen Amell does a good job, and of course he has the draw power to bring in people to see this movie. I think it was a better movie. It was definitely a better movie than the first one by far. A lot of great action, a lot of fun. I'm not going to give away any spoilers or anything like that. Not that there really are any. There's a lot of great Easter eggs that are fun in the movie. I do like the tactical truck there that they have, the garbage truck. That thing's pretty cool. The turtle lair is cool. There's a lot of good interaction with the turtles and with the humans and things like that. And I'm not really a huge fan of the overall voices of these turtles. I do like the Nickelodeon ones, the cartoon ones, way better. So there are different things there, and the guy who does Michelangelo, it's not really like the Michelangelo from the cartoon is awesome. He does such a great job, and I like him a lot. I also like the guy who does Donatello in the cartoon, like all the cartoon guys. Sean Austin's great as Raphael. Seth Green's great as Leonardo, and taking over from Jason Biggs, and so that's pretty cool. Anyway, I promised today that I would talk about and unbox a bunch of the turtle toys that I have. So I have a bunch of turtle toys here, and I will open these up and show you what each one of them looks like individually. So you can get a better idea. And I also have some blind bag stuff that, well, you'll get to see when I get to see. Alright, so let's take a look at those. Okay, so we got some blind bag here. Some blind bag surprise minifigures here. So I got 4 of these, and let's just open a few. They should have a little tab. No tab. Alright, so these are going to open this way. Cut them low enough. Alright. We've got Donatello as our first one. Oh, and the arms move and everything. So Donatello, his bow staff, his tactical backpack there, his big work boots, and his goggles. So, my favorite character, of course, is Donatello. Always has been. And let's see, does he stand? All right, he does stand. That's good. Let's put him back here. You gotta make him stand, but he does stand. All right, let's put him back there. Next one. Okay, we got Rocksteady. Big barbed wire covered baseball bat. All right, Rocksteady. See what else we got. All right, my other favorite is Raphael. All his size are, unless you get like the action figure, like full size action figure, all his size look weird, and these look like the ones for the half shell heroes. All right, so here's Raphael, and I got one left. All right, and Michelangelo. Hey, I almost got the whole team. Why is there a sticker? Why is there? Okay, that's weird. So we got Mikey with his nunchucks. Alright. Okay, so those are my 4 mystery blind bag turtles. Well, one of them is Rocksteady. Here I got Casey Jones, the action figure. Okay, so on the back are a whole bunch of the different figures. Raphael in a wingsuit, that doesn't happen in the movie. Pirate costume, no. Stealth disguise, no. I don't know unless that's going to be on like the DVD or something, but no, no, and no. So let's see, I got Casey Jones, Leonardo. I'll show you Leonardo in a moment. So that's interesting. Casey Jones's hockey stick looks a lot better here, and this one just plain black stick. So let's open them up. Alright, we got our Casey Jones here, played by Stephen Amell of Arrow. And should be all I need to do. Yep. We got some rollerblades or skates, or these don't even look like, these look like makeshift skates. I guess you could just, throw him on his feet here. Yeah. Throw him on his feet. So he's skating. He's got a hockey stick. Hockey was his big thing. They limited him to just the hockey stick in this case, not the, the whole golf bag full of weapons, different sports items for weapons, and yeah, that's staying on. The mask does not come off. So that is our Casey Jones. It's got articulation in the knees and the hips and the elbows and the shoulders and the head as well. So solid figure. Would have liked to have like a removable mask or something like that. That would be cool. And maybe, but they didn't have it in the movie, so they didn't go with the whole hockey bag full of stuff, or the golf bag full of stuff. All right, let's move on to Leonardo. You may recall a while back I did Leonardo and the motorcycle. So I've got Leonardo with a motorcycle helmet on, and he goes with a blue motorcycle. He does this ninja flip action. Well, this is the standard Leonardo figure. And while Leonardo is not my favorite character, Donatello is, of course. Leonardo's okay. He's actually probably my least favorite character. Oops, sorry. Let's turn you back the right way. Alright, let's pop this out. Alright, so we got his 2 katana. They're in there with some rubber bands. Pop that up there. Alright, so we got his 2 katana. Here, he stands pretty good. We got articulation in the knee, in the hip, shoulders, elbow, the wrist moves, and the head moves. And he's got the 2 katana that fit here into these sheaths. So scabbards, sword holders, and let's see some different details. You know, each of the turtles have kind of like this whole mishmash of clothing that they wear, and just all different details there, and they try to capture that in the action figure. Nice posable action figure, very well balanced, and for the design of the turtle in the movie, looks really good. You know, it looks like the turtle you see in the movie, so that's good. And the back, the shell, I think that just stays on, it's not going to move. I like how his mask kind of flaps there a little bit. That's nice. And let's get the katana in his hands. Alright, got his two katana. Stand him up. And there you go, there's Leonardo. Alright, let's get the Raphael and the Raging Racer. Alright, this is the Raging Racer. It has an exclusive Raphael, and while Raphael doesn't have a specific motorcycle in the movie, he is the only turtle that actually rides a motorcycle in the movie. So the Raging Racer is the motorcycle with an exclusive Raphael. He has a helmet and has a visor that goes up and down. He's got his like t-shirt, sweatshirt, or actually is that a belt? Like oh, that might be a karate belt. Anyway, so you know, he's got the cut-off shorts, and you know, he's the muscle of the group. And on his back, he's got a place for his sai, and those are, like I said, with the action figure, they look, you know, they look good. With any like the littler stuff, you know, they got to make them safe and all. And so we got him, the motorcycle, and the motorcycle has the action of the flipping. So it'll make the character flip. I've got to put on the little harness to make that happen, and I can show you how I can make him flip. As far as the motorcycle, it's a nice looking motorcycle. Let's get some of the extras off there. And you know, it's kind of got the red and green there. Very much looks like Raphael colors. You know, it's got this flipping thing, and if you didn't want that particular, you know, gimmick to it, you could always probably just yank that off. But let's show you the flipping. It's kind of cool. So as I was putting on the harness there, I noticed that there are a couple of spots where you can put his sai. So you got up here, which isn't going to work when you put on the harness, but you also have down here back behind his legs. So what we got here, now we're going to take this, flip it down. Okay, I'm going to take this part. All right, now that I've got him in the harness right, now I need to flip him over. I think I got to do it. Yeah, flip him over, pop him into the seat. And let's get the angle here a little bit different. All right, so pop him into the seat. He should be able to lean forward and hold on. Let's put his weapons back in the holders there, and let's kind of zoom out and push the button. Boom, there he is. And the final toy is the Turtle Tactical Truck. The Tartuga, I want to say Tartuga Brothers, just because I think that's what it is, but I know they pronounced it differently. I'm going to say Tartuga. And so I'm going to open this up and show you what's inside this and how the tactical truck looks. So that is the tactical truck outside of the box. I still need to add on all the labels and assemble it. We got here which in the movie they're manhole covers, and if you look right here, they're ninja stars. I don't know why they can't, say, sewer or something else on it, but okay, that was the choice. And here are all the other stickers, and we'll add that onto the. I want to say Shell Razor, but I never call it that. It is the tactical turtle truck, and so let me put everything together. So here is the Turtle Tactical Truck with all the stickers and everything put on it. Let me just readjust so you can see the whole thing. Okay, so there are a lot of features to this vehicle, a lot of different features. Okay, so the first is off the back here. You can put turtles. There's two little posts, so the turtles can hang off the side here, hold on. So that's good for that. And if they're not holding on anymore, and maybe they're inside, you can flip this and undo that. Flip this up. That'll get you into the back of the truck. So Raphael can jump out and attack the motorcycles. So see that in the commercial. It's not a spoiler. Okay. So also inside, this flips down, and here you have those giant nunchucks. And flip that back up. Here we have the giant nunchucks, kind of like this, and put this one back up, and drop it this way, no, that way. And you can kind of hear it clicking. Okay, that's going to go along as the truck moves. So you want to put this part down when you're going to use these ones, so that they can swing around. That's as the truck moves. Okay, so that's that. Now the arm here does swing up and down. So for loading and unloading trash. You also have pegs up the front here so that you can put turtles on the front, so they could be working in the front of the tactical truck. That flips up and down. So you have that rolling like this, and then when you need it, you flip this up. Okay, and it goes up to here, and you can see there's a couple characters driving in the truck. If you want to get them in there, you flip the cab down, and that's where you put the characters in. Okay, and then lock that back up. Of the truck, you've got the discs that fire, and you just push the button here, and that shoots out 2 on one side and 2 on the other. And so you got 4 discs total. Alright, so let's put this back down, put this in, and then at the top there's like a hatch, and then there is this net that fires, and you can have turtles up here in the hatch, work in the hatch there, and they can also drop inside here as well. So there's a lot of space to put all the turtles, and you'll notice it's some of the characters. It does say it works with some of the characters, and most of the characters will work as long as they're kind of a certain size. It's hard to get a turtle into the driver's seat unless they have a smaller shell because of the steering wheel. So that's why I put Casey there. Leonardo, this just doesn't work with that, and so you can get 2 characters here, some off the front, off the back, somebody manning the net, and a lot of different features. Overall, I like it. Nice truck, fun. It has a whole bunch of activities, great for the kids to play with. A lot of fun activities on that one, so they can really play like they are the turtles in the movie. They did a really good job with the different features on that. Alright, so that's it. Those are some great toys. They really go along great with the movie, and I hope you like them. There's some cool things there. Anyway, it's Drew Bennett from BenSpark.com. Thank you for watching. You can find me on Instagram as BenSpark, Twitter as BenSpark, at Facebook.com/I'mNotAFamousBlogger, and you can always find me here because I do videos every day for 2016. Thanks for watching.